Hi everyone. Have you ever wondered where traffic laws came from? We see them every day: speed limits, stop signs, turn signals, but someone had to create them. From Roman chariots to self driving cars, traffic laws have always had one main purpose: keeping us safe. Today, I want to take you on a quick journey through time. We'll look at three big moments in time: uh, the early rules in ancient Rome, the first traffic in the United States, and the work of William Phelps. And finally, the creation of the Department of Transportation. Ancient Rome. Let's start way back in the past. When we think about Rome, we usually picture gladiators, emperors, and giant stone roads. But there's something surprising. They already had traffic laws. The Roman Empire had a huge road system, over 250,000 miles of road across Europe. Imagine the traffic. Inside the cities, things could get pretty chaotic, so Roman authorities set speed limits for chariots. Some roads even were made one way to prevent collisions. Think about that for a second. More than 2,000 years ago, people were already struggling with the same problem we deal with today: too much traffic. It's proof that the need for safety and order on the road isn't new at all. In the early United States laws and by William Phelps. Now let's jump forward to the United States in the early 1900s. Cars were brand new, roads weren't built for them yet, and accidents were starting to happen. In 1901, Connecticut passed the very first statewide traffic law. The focus was on speed. Drivers had to stay under 12 miles per hour in the cities and 15 on country roads. That may sound slow, but at the time, cars were replacing horses, and 15 miles per hour felt fast. By the 1920s, traffic was becoming more common, and there was a need for consistency. That's when the Uniform Vehicle Code was created. This gave states a model to follow so drivers wouldn't face completely different rules every time they cross a border. It helped define things we still use today: speed limits, right of ways, and turn signals. And we can talk about this era without mentioning William Phelps. He's often called the father of traffic safety. He wrote the very first official rules for driving, which were adopted in New York City in the 1900s. He also pushed stop signs, traffic circles, and the idea of driving on one side of the road. So much of what we take for granted today came from him. Without Eno's work, driving might be far more dangerous and confusing than it is now. Now, the Department of Transportation. Let's move to 1966. This was the year the United States created the Department of Transportation. Uh, why was so important? Well, before then, traffic laws were mostly handled by local and state governments. That worked fine for smaller communities. But as highways expanded and cars became faster, the country needed national safety standards. The Department of Transportation set those standards. They regulated how cars were built, how highways were designed, and what safety features were required: seat belts, airbags, uh, crash testing. All of it was pushed forward by the national safety rules. Local governments still enforce traffic laws, but the DOT ensures that no matter where you drive in the United States, the basic rules and protections are the same. In conclusion, let's recap what we just covered. The Romans had chariots, speed limits, and even one way streets. Connecticut passed the first statewide traffic laws in the United States in 1901, and William Phelps gave us the first official rules for driving. The Department of Transportation set on national safety standards in 1966. From the ancient Rome to modern highways, traffic laws have always been about one thing: keeping us safe. And today, as we move forward, electric cars and even self driving vehicles, the rules will keep evolving. Because no matter the technology, the goal stays the same, to protect lives. So the next time you're tempted to roll through a stop sign or push past the speed limit, think about the thousands of years of history behind those rules. They're not just there to slow us down, they're there to save us. Stay safe out there and don't go speeding through life.